Ross, it's been a while, but how was that for you? A clean sheet, first game in the season, number one on your back?
Yeah, I couldn't really ask for anything better really. To obviously get picked for the first game of the season and to keep a clean sheet, couldn't really ask for any much more.
It's opening day of the season, and there seemed like there was a lot of kind of working each other out, and I guess working your new teammates out as well, because there's a lot of new things to gel and bed in, new players, new styles of playing as well. Did it feel like that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna click straight away. We know that, but we've been together a while now, so hopefully we can gel in the next couple of weeks.
I guess it helps the fact that whilst there has been plenty of changes on the pitch, in midfield attacking areas, the defence is very much the exact same as what it was last season, so you know those players that you're playing with, and does that make it easier?
Yeah, it makes it much easier, yeah, because we all know how each other play, so hopefully now we can just we can get a little bit of consistency and sort of keep racking up them clean sheets.
You got Cambridge a week today, but a clean sheet is the absolutely perfect start for a goalkeeper, isn't it? I think you got maybe 4 last season from your 21 appearances. Do you set targets for yourself as to how many you want to get this year?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, but I don't put that much pressure on myself to keep them, because I know there's going to be times where I don't. So yeah, I mean, when they come, you know, they're really nice.
How do you rate your own performance today? Because I guess a clean sheet would put it fairly high.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can ask for. So if I can keep racking up the clean sheets, just to give the boys a chance to go and win the game for us.
What's it like to be the number one goalkeeper at this football club now?
Yeah, it does. It does carry a little bit of sort of pressure on your shoulders, but that's what I'm here for, and that's what I've got to take on now.
Did you think you'd be in this position, you'd be the number one goalkeeper, when, of course, for the vast majority of the tail end of last season, really from the end of January, you were on the bench?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, it was my own fault how I lost my place, you know. But you know, it's just credit to the gaffer and the management team just for giving that belief in me, and hopefully I can just repay that now. You
were referring to the incident in stoppage time against Crawley, which led to the ban and thus.
Yeah.
Did it feel like when you were out of the team, did it feel like it was the gaffer teaching you a lesson or something like that?
No, look, at the end of the day, Adam come back in and he done really well, so I didn't have any complaints of going back into his office and demanding that I should be playing, or even asking a question, you know. So, I mean, if my chance would have come again, then I'm sure the gaffer would have told me, and Norm and Tomo. So I've had to wait 6 months, so 6-7 months. So, you know, hopefully I can really grab it with both hands now.
And so, with that in mind, were you surprised after everything that happened that you had the contract offer here, and not only the contract offer, that you are number one keeper now?
Yeah, but I didn't. The contract didn't obviously state that I'd be the number one. I had to come back, and I really had to earn that. I feel like I have, but you know, I've still got someone behind me who's pushing me all the way. So it's not about just being in there now and just playing the games. I have to stay in there now. I physically and mentally have got to stay in there now, and just to keep them off my back, you know, in the best way possible. So hopefully now I can just keep sort of playing well and keep racking up my clean sheets.
As a young keeper, does it feel like a real learning curve, and one that you almost could actually help you in years to come?
Yeah, definitely, because I know that I won't do that again. But you know, yeah, it come down just to a little bit of inexperience, a little bit of naivety. But I've learned from that now. I've turned the corner, and hopefully now we can just go forward.
Good man, well done today. Thanks for your time.
Ross, most players talk about being rusty after pre-season, having not played since May. It's been 6 months for you. Were you? I guess there must have been some rust, some nerves out there this afternoon.
Not necessarily. No, I was just, to be honest with you, I tried to just go back to basics, because the first game here at Derby, I was a little bit edgy. Like you said, I've not played for 6-7 months. You know, in a competitive game. So today I just wanted to go back to basics and just make sure I kept the clean sheet, really.
And clean sheets, exactly. If you're going to keep your place in this team for as long as possible, clean sheets are the way to do that.
Yeah, of course it is. It's not going to be from going up on set pieces and getting a last-minute winner for us. But yeah, my job obviously and the back four is obviously keeping clean sheets, and then we then hopefully give the ball to the players who can make the difference in the other box, and that's obviously how we win games.
It must be a big help as well for you being the goalkeeper, playing behind a back four that know each other. They've played together for so long, they're so good, so tight. That must be a real big help for you.
Yeah, definitely, because I think we know how to get each other out there, you know, out of bad situations, and I think we've done that today, all 5 of us. So yeah, it's just it's just now just building up that consistency, and hopefully now we can just go on like we can go on a run.
Heart in mouth moment second half from the cross that you tipped behind.
No, well, I thought it was a foul originally. No, but I knew as soon as it touched my hand, I knew I got enough on it to get it wide. But that was all I could have done. It was a deep cross, and I knew there was bodies coming in there, and I knew I had to get some form of hand or body part on it. And luckily enough, I got that before I got hit, and thankfully it went wide.
It's solid, isn't it? It's a point, clean sheet at home. It's important not to get beat on the first game of the season, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. But I think it's just important it's important not to come out and sort of get beat in a way that we shouldn't do. Like today, if we would have got beat today, I don't think it would have reflected the match. But keeping a clean sheet, it's a start, and it's something to build from. Just finally, what's been the message in the dressing room after the game from the manager, from Mark Crossley? Just don't be disappointed, because these little points are going to add up come the end of the season. And correctly, it's right, because there were, last season there was a few points that we dropped, and if we would have sort of added them up and accumulated them, we could have been in with a little bit of a better chance of going up. But we've just got to keep going now and just build from this.